Hello, everybody. Hello to my subscribers. Hello to any new viewers that I have. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe, like, share the video. If you want to know when I post another video, just hit the notification button below. So my topic on this video is going to be how to build a family foundation. How do you build one? My opinion on that, on how to build a family foundation, is before you get with the person, make sure that your friends, the person that you're in the relationship. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, calm me. Okay, I'm back. So, like I was saying, my opinion on that is when you even start a relationship with the person, make sure you build a friendship with that person first, like a best friend friendship. That you guys truly care for each other. Make sure that they care for you, and make sure you yourself truly cares for that person that you're in that relationship with. Okay. Second, make sure that the love is real. After the friendship, when love starts coming in, make sure the love is real. Make sure they really love you for who you are, for who you may become, you know, love you no matter what. Like you're beautiful when they are in that fresh beginning with you, and you go through these changes that may make you um look different than you did when they were with you. You know, like if you gain weight, make sure they're gonna love you no matter what. Okay, because it gets real in a marriage. It gets real. Okay, and it could get ugly. So you want to make sure somebody truly loves you, or for who you are. I wouldn't say in love, because in love dies. It's almost like an infatuation. So you want to make sure that's your best friend and that they truly love you, okay? And if they are in love with you, you want to make sure that that love is strong after that being in love ends, okay? So, those are the first three things that you want to make sure of before you go into building a foundation with someone. Okay, you want to make sure all that is grounded first. Yeah. And you want to make sure it's somebody that you can communicate with openly, and they communicate with you openly, and that you guys share things with each other, personal things, feelings, crazy thoughts that you may not share with anybody but your best friend. Okay. That's how you're going to know you guys have a best friend relationship. You guys can share anything with each other. So, you want to make sure you can communicate with that person very well. You know, you want to know when you're upset with each other, you guys can come back together, sit down, and talk civil with each other and come to an agreement that you may need to come on an agreement with. All that. You need all that to build a um, family foundation. And I would say even before you even have kids with the person, you want those first three things. And the fourth. You want the fourth, the communication. Okay? Because once you get into that longevity part of it, once you start beginning to be together 15 years, things start to change. You want to be able to communicate and talk about those things, those changes when they come about, and to be able to work on them. Because once you talk about it, then you can go into working on it to improve those things. Okay. So if you can't communicate about it, then there's no There's no way you could work on it if both of you aren't open and both of you aren't able to communicate and express how you're feeling. You got to be able to express how you feel, be comfortable enough to express how you feel to one another. So those are the basics you need for building a family foundation to begin that. And then you want to ask yourself, how would you know if a person, truly loves you or is truly in love with you? How do you know? Because they're gonna put you before them. They're gonna put their you before their needs. They're gonna put your needs before their needs. Okay. They're gonna be there for you in the worst of times. If you're sick, you have to get a surgery. They're gonna stay there. They're gonna be with you overnight. They're gonna want to be there with you. That's how you know a person is in love. When they're at work, they're gonna call you on their break and check up on you, see how you doing. If a person is never checking up on you, I don't think that, me personally, they're not in love. There may not even be any love there. It could be they're just with you to fill a void, you know? So you have to be careful. Sometimes we could be blinded by, some things, and it's not true love. And sometimes we could be blinded for what we want. Like we may want to settle down and we forget to look at things we need to be looking at to see if this person really cares for us or not, or really loves us. And then we end up in a situation where it's ugly. We find out all kinds of things that the person may be in love with someone else and just with you to fill a void. And then you're getting treated all kind of ways because this person isn't in love with you, doesn't love you. You end up in hurt, turmoil, being hurt, you know, cheated on because they're not happy with who they are, where they are, who they're with, because they're not truly with who they really want to be with. And you have to look at a lot of things that can go on. So, before you step in that waters with someone and start building a relationship with them, keep your eyes open, be on the alert for those red flags, you know. Ask about their past, the person that was in their past. Ask about that person. Ask them how they felt. That'll tell you a lot. If they haven't got over that person, I suggest not to move forward with them until you know for a fact that they're over the persons in their past. Okay? Because that could really do a lot of damage to your relationship when you marry the person. Okay? Because a lot of times we really don't know who we marry until we marry them. Because a lot of people know how to hide their true self very well. And then, like I said, we're looking at things that we want, you know? So we're not really paying too much attention to what's really in front of us, okay? Until it's too late. So that's why I'm doing this video, just to, put my little touch on it, my opinion, and you can't turn that around, and it's hard to really fix a situation like that. How can you fix a situation when somebody's always been in love with someone else in their past, and you find out they're not even nowhere near in love with you? You were just a void, you know. And that's why you were put through all this unnecessary drama and pain and hurt. It turns you into somebody you don't want to be. But we don't have to let it turn us into that. That's really our choice. That's our choice. So it's crazy. You guys, you want real love, make sure it's real. So the ways, like I said, how is they're gonna be there. They're gonna put themselves before you, your needs. They're gonna put your needs for their needs. Okay. Yep. And they're gonna defend you to the end. They're gonna protect you. They're gonna be your protector. They're gonna fight for you. They're not gonna want nobody talking about you. They're gonna want to fight if somebody talk about somebody they truly love. They're not gonna let nobody, not even a family member. They're not gonna let anybody disrespect who they truly love. You ask yourself if you are in a situation like that, or you find out that you're in a situation like that. What do you do? How do you handle it? Especially if you're with someone that's not as expressive as you are. You may be expressive, and they may not be expressive. They could be negatively expressive, but they can't be heartfelt expressive about you. So that right there too will tell you this it's not there. Can't possibly be there if they can't express, you know, anything positive about how they feel about you. And you don't went and had kids by this person, and then come to find out they don't truly love you. They're in love with somebody in their past and want to be with somebody in their past. Been dealing with somebody in their past for the whole time they've been with you. Yeah, it's sad. Sad situation. So, I advise before you get yourself in a situation, just look at those red flags about a person. Know who they dealt with in the past, how they felt about that person, how they're still feeling about that person. See if they're still even communicating with that person. You know, especially if they're in a serious relationship with you, especially if you two are to the point where you're supposed to be in love with each other, loving each other, and they're still dealing with this person in their past. Oh, that's a big red flag. Big red flag. Big, gigantic. Yeah. hmm Men, they don't like to let go of their past. Most men don't like to let go of their past. I won't say most, but a lot of men, they do not like to let go of their past. Especially if their past meant a lot to them. Somebody that they were in love with. And that person moved on them. They're still holding on to that person. Oh, excuse my hair, you guys. It's humid. It just fell flat. Um, yeah. Yep. So, hmm hmm I don't know. Some people make a fix it. But it's a lot of hurt in there. You gotta like know how to let go. If it is, if you two did sit down and discuss it, you have to learn how to let it go. And it may be hard because you've been through so much hurt. They did so much damage to you because they were hurt because they couldn't be with who they wanted to be with. So they hurt you. They did a lot of damage to you. You know. So then when they want to fix it and correct it, then if you want to go along with correcting it, then you gotta know how to let go of what they done to you. You gotta know how to heal. And can you heal? It's hard. It's very hard to heal from something like that. Knowing that you're with somebody that's truly in love with somebody else and never loved you, and you don't know whether to believe if they're sitting there telling you they do love you, they are in love with you now. It's hard. It's hard to even believe it, you know? Why all these years? You ask yourself, why all these years? You know, I could have been. You could be like, I could have been with someone who truly loved me. My happiness was ended. You know, you're gonna be like, I could have a future love out there that truly would love me for me, who I am, everything about me, my protector. But you're in love with somebody else, or you were in love with somebody else all these years, and just had me treating me any kind of way because you were hurting, you were unhappy. You put a halt on my true happiness that I could have had. You know, you're gonna feel this way. You know, you miss all those years of somebody that you could have been with that would made you happy. You're thinking this was the one, and you come to find out it's not the one. Not the one. Wow. If that's not being bamboozled, I don't know what. Oh, yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, excuse me, got my nose itching. Ladies and gentlemen, just, be careful, when you jump into relationships, especially if you're really looking for a true, you want a family, when you truly want to settle down, make sure look out for those red flags. Look out for the red flag. Yeah. Well, that's my take on that. I'm trying to think of something else. Too. Yeah. Who likes divorces? Who likes divorces? Who wants to go through divorces? Whew, long ran out divorces. I heard they're horrible. Divorces are nothing. I heard they're nothing to. Mm. I guess that's why some people separate and be separated rather than be divorced. Then it's a lot of money on top of that. You gotta spend all that money on a divorce. It's crazy. Know who you marry. I'm telling you. Know how they truly feel about you, sweetie. Oh, no. Because it will take you on a journey. A journey. Yes, indeed. Mm. Yep. 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 Journey, journey, journey. Journey, journey, journey. So that's my opinion on building a foundation. Just know that Those are the main things you want to know, that the person truly loves you for you, who you are, and they're going to love you when that changes, no matter what. hmm And how you will know that to me is they're going to put their needs before, your needs before their needs. They're going to always strive to make you happy. They're always going to strive to make you happy. Even when you're upset with them, they're going to always strive to make you happy. And it's not buying you things, it's taking care of you, when in that time of need. In that time of need, being there for you, being that shoulder to lean on, that listening ear you need. Yeah. Because ladies and gents, some people don't like to be lonely. They'll put themselves in situations because they don't want to be lonely. But they know all along they're in love with somebody else. And they're keeping you from somebody who may truly love you and want to give you what you deserve. You know? So the young ones out there that want a marriage, that feel that they're ready to build a foundation with someone, look out for those red flags, okay? Because your focus may be on everything that you want, okay? Look at the red flags first, because that could destroy everything you want once you get into that marriage, and you find out a lot of things you didn't pay attention to, and you start seeing them right there. And sometimes we see them. We see some things when we're young, and we don't pay no attention to it because it's all about what we want, you know. And we don't realize how it's gonna damage us in the future, in the long run. Okay. So you guys, I love you guys. I think that's my take on that. And I'll think of another topic. If you guys have another topic you want to discuss, just put it at the bottom below, and I'll try to hit on that topic, give my opinion on that, whatever it may be. And I hope you guys enjoyed this topic. All right, so I'm gonna get off of here. I love you guys. Subscribe, like, share, hit the notification button if you want to know when I post another video. And as well, if you guys want my messages, my intuitive messages, you have to be a member for those, okay? And I no longer do card readings. I just do intuitive messages, okay? So, and I have a few that are up. I have air sign up right now, but you have to be a member. You have to join to see those messages, okay? All right. Love you guys. You guys have a great night. I might be back again tonight if I think of something else to talk about. I just started doing this, I'm trying to get the feel, get used to, talking on camera. You guys seeing all my flaws. All right. Okay, you guys. I might do some live too. All right. I love you guys. Thank you again for tuning in. For the ones that tune in after I post this. All right. And welcome new viewers. Subscribe to my channel. Again, love you guys.